Peterson waits for Barnum Bob. Go, Bob. Bob around and get us a shot in there. Oh, it's a total banana with Barnum Bob. Oh, yeah, baby. Holy shit, me tits. On counter-attack, and we've got a first goal against the beast team. Point blank header. Keeper. The pressure. Oh, he's tried to go back to his defence, but it's been intercepted by Tyson. Gray now. Gets a ball forward for Brady. Finds Gray. Brillo. Tees it up for Gray. Oh, and he's in! It's 1-1, bitches! Get in! Suck on that, Wickham Wanderers. Nice one, into the top pocket.
This lad has got the knack of doing that.
Booyah! Woods to Peterson. Johnston, Brady. Barnum Bob has a crack. Barnum Bob! Oh, it's Barnum Bob! He's got a goal! 3-1, lads! Get in, Barnum Bob. You can deserve it.
Well, this is the team in form, isn't it? They are excellent.
Bobby!
And they've got their reward here.
When you look at all of them, they all fancy getting on the score sheet. They're all drifting forward.
Bob the Barman, that's what we're going to call him. Barman Bob. Jazzy Barnum Bob, JBB.
Hello there, sports fans. Welcome to TommaHawk Sports News. My name is Corner Flag Games.
And I'm Wireless Vlogs, and we'll be your hosts.
Today on TommaHawk Sports News, we will look at some of the talking points from the first season of Florian Lucky Luckison's Newport County Mongrels. First, let's take a look at the manager.
Well, as we all know, after the career-ending injury he had last season whilst playing for the Mansfield Town Mongrels, Florian Lucky Luckison has turned himself into a quite capable manager, using the same sort of team premise and philosophy used by Ackerkin Schroeder.
For a new manager, Lucky Luckison's managerial record across all competitions is fairly okay. Having managed 56 games in total, winning 14, drawing 11, and losing 31. I would dare say that the Newport County Board of Directors will be pushing Luckison to turn some of those losses into wins for the upcoming season. Moving on.
Okay, into league top goal scorers now, and it's Hurtado in first for Mansfield Town on 30 goals. In second, it's Ponticelli for Coventry City on 22 goals. Third place goes to Podolski for Crawley Town on 21 goals. Unfortunately, Newport County didn't figure in the top 25 league goal scorers. Their top goal scorer was 17-year-old Peter Brady with 7 goals for the season.
As for this season's top assist creators, it's Moken Danjo for Mansfield Town with 16. Wildig in second place for Morecambe on 11, and Zara Lyon in third for Coventry City with a total of 11. Newport County, not exactly one of the biggest assisters, but they do manage to make it into the top 25 this time, with Barnum Bob coming in at 24th with a total of 11 assists.
Time to talk about the men between the sticks. Ranking first in clean sheets is Adrian for Barnet with a total of 20. In second is Courtois for Port Vale with 19, and in third place this season is Lafont for Forest Green Rovers on 17. Newport County managed to sneak their way into the clean sheet table, coming in at 22nd, with Price on 6 clean sheets.
As for red and yellow cards, there isn't very much to talk about there, as Newport County were one of the only teams not to record themselves in the top 25 of either red cards or yellow cards, making them quite the disciplined team.
Indeed. Time to have a look at the EFL League 2 table. So topping the table we have Barmer Striker 9 celebrity team Hunter Rostock with a total of 105 points. In second it's Cutsy celebrity team Lincoln City with 102 points. In third place, it's Crawley Town Celebrity Team, managed by my co-host here, Corner Flag Games, on 101 points. In fourth place, we have Forest Green Rovers Celebrity Team, managed by Sparring DK, finishing on 98 points. And in fifth, we have Barnet, who are a Tier 2 Beast Team, finishing on 95 points. In sixth, we have Port Vale on 94, who are a Team 3 Beast Team. And finally, to wrap up the promotion places, we have Morecambe, finishing on 90 points, who are a Team 2 Beast Team.
Now taking a look a little bit further down the table at a couple more teams. In 8th place, we have the old Mansfield Town Mongrels from FIFA 17, who finished on a respectable 87 points. In 12th, we have VFR Arlen Underdogs under 23s, who finished out the season with 60 points. Moving down the table to the most important side of all, in 20th place finished TommaHawk's Newport County Mongrels, playing a total of 46 games, winning 9, drawing 10, and losing 27. Scoring a total of 39 goals and conceding a total whopping 100 goals, to end on a goal difference of minus 61, which was the poorest goal difference record in the entire league.
I'm sure they'll be looking to rectify that one before next season. As for the cup competitions, starting with the Emirates FA Cup, the final which was played at Wembley between Man City and Aston Villa, with the result being a shock 2-1 win to Aston Villa. Newport County Mongrels didn't even manage to make the last 16. I would expect the Mongrels to come out next season and fight for at least a quarter-finals berth.
Moving on now to the Carabao Cup, where Arsenal were victorious over Everton with a 3-2 scoreline. Newport County Mongrels, again, didn't even make the round of 16. I would hope that TommaHawk will have them raring to go and fight for at least a round of 16 showing next time. As for the Checkatrade Trophy, that was won by Barmer Striker 9's Hansa Rostock Celebrity Team with a 1-0 margin over Port Vale. Newport County Mongrels should be at least showing up in the finals next year, and I would mark them as my favourites to win it too.
I would have to agree with you there. At last but not least, it's the League 2 playoffs, and what a cracking game it was. At the end of the 120 minutes between Barnet and Sparring DK's Forest Green Rovers, it was 2-2. An absolute stalemate. After the penalty shootout, however, it was Sparring DK's Forest Green Rovers winning 4-3.
In a season that was quite underwhelming, we are now going to take a look at some of the standout players from Newport County Mongrels. And the first one I wanted to have a chat with you about was Jazzy Barnum Bob. Now a 65 rating after growing a whopping 7 overall points. What are your opinions on the 22-year-old right back, right wing back?
Having a look at some of his stats for the season, making 56 appearances with 4 goals and 7 assists, I believe he had an okay season, but not one of his best.
I'd like to see him take the captain's armband for next season.
I would agree. What would you say was maybe his overall rating for the season?
FIFA has listed his overall rating as a 7.1, but after looking at his goals versus assists and the appearances that he made, I would suspect that I would place that a little lower, probably around the 6 rating.
And given that he had 4 yellow cards and no red cards for the season, it does show he's quite disciplined, but maybe isn't giving it all for the team anyway. Moving on to one of the other standouts, and how about Lissandro Beto? With an overall rating of 63 after going 3 points, what are your opinions on the 18-year-old left mid, centre mid player?
Well, looking at his statistics that we've got floating around here, it looks like he did come in halfway through the season, only managing 22 appearances. With 3 goals and 0 assists and 4 clean sheets, that's not a very good return. From somebody who's playing a left mid or a centre mid position, higher up the park, with only 3 goals to show in 22 appearances, that is definitely not a good start to the season. I would also expect that somebody playing in a left mid or centre midfield position would at least have a handful of assists on that board as well.
Absolutely, and I think that's also shown in his average rating, which was also 7.1. As a central midfielder, you'd expect that to be a little bit higher as well.
It also depends on what sort of formation that TommaHawk decides to play with them. Maybe he might switch him out to a left midfield position in the second half of, maybe next season, or even in the first half of next season, just to give him a run out there and see if he can really dominate on that left side with his pace.
It might be even interesting to see, once he does have a full season under his belt, how he does respond.
So, here's the big one, mate. Prediction time. Where do you think Newport County Mongrels are going to finish the EFL League 2 next season?
I'd expect them to maybe beat some of the counterparts they weren't quite able to this season. I would hopefully like to see them finish somewhere between 4th and 10th. I don't see them pushing for instant promotion, rather. What are your take?
My take on it, well, looking at some of the teams that have gone up as well, you've got the majority of the celebrity teams and quite a number of the beast teams that are moving up from League 2 into League 1, so there isn't going to be so much of a challenge there for him. Looking at some of the overall ratings of some of those players as well, you'd expect them to grow as well and mould into the team. With players like Bello now trying to get a full season under their belt, I would have them anywhere between, say, 4th and, say, 7th. They will be in the promotion places, but maybe not in those automatic qualification places.
So it seems we both have the same opinion on where they should be finishing. Let's hope they can actually make it there next season.
And even get some silverware under their belt and win that Checker Trade trophy.
Which I'm sure a lot of the fans watching want to see anyway.
I'm sure they do.
So that's all we have time for today on TommaHawk Sports News. Be sure to tune in to Season 2 of Newport County Mongrels, which will be kicking off shortly. So from here in the studio, I'm Wireless Vlogs.
And I'm Corner Flag Games. And we'll see you next time. This is TommaHawk Sports News, signing off.